Okay, so Shakeology home parties, what we're talking about today. How to make one successful, what the sort of format is, what you should bring, what you should do and not do, and how to do invites and all that. So one thing I wanted to point out is that when you go into your back office, and you go to the Coach Academy. So you guys all know you go to your online office. There's a big button in the middle. I should be doing this in a different browser. Take me to the Academy. Maybe I'll do this in Chrome. I don't want to put up with this slowness the whole time we're doing this. So. All right. So you go to your online office, and you click on Take Me to the Academy. And it's going so much faster. It's making me happy. Reference materials. I went to the last page. Nope, not true. I went to the middle page, and it said how to hold a Beachbody Shake and Share event, which is basically exactly what a Shakeology home party is. So it goes over some basics of, how to invite people and what to do. So I'm just going to go over the document and then give you guys a little bit of information as to what I think you should also consider. So the idea behind a shake and share party, which I tell you guys, I've told all of you in your Getting Started Right interviews, it's your grand opening. It's your announcement. It's, hey, everybody, I'm doing this. And so people will associate you with Beachbody from now on. They may, you might invite 100 people and 3 of them will actually care. But the point is all 100 of them now know what you're doing. You've made the announcement, and now they're all watching you. I have guys have told you a lot of times that once you make the announcement, you'll be watched for a very long time. Many of my customers who were my very first customers, took 8 months before they ever got on Shakeology Home Direct. They watched me for 8 months. And I invited them to, 4 cleanses. And it wasn't until, they just finally decided they were ready, they became customers. So you made the announcement, everyone's watching, now you have this party. It's a launch to your business, and it's supposed to be a no-pressure, non-recruiting announcement sort of party. It is not supposed to be really salesy. This is my favorite line. Hey, here's what I'm doing. Taste some Shakeology and let me know if you're interested. That's really casual. Something that I like to add is I'm a little nervous. I trust you guys. It would be awesome if you can come help me practice. Because at this point, you're like, I'm not trying to sell you guys anything. I have to figure this out because I'm starting this business and you're my friends and I need your help. It takes some of the pressure off if you can add that. So it's, hey, here's what I'm doing. I would love it if you could help me practice it. We're going to take some Shakeology. And if you're interested or you think anyone else would be interested, you could help me bring some people. That would be great. The more people, the more I have to get over my nervousness, whatever. Once people feel like they're doing you a favor, they're a lot more likely to come out. The first thing that everyone's supposed to do in their first 30 days is respond to me with a date they'll be holding their Shakeology home party. I believe I have right now the 2 newest are Heidi and Corey. Oh, and Jessica hasn't had her Getting Started Right yet. But the 3 of them should be doing parties this month, and Victoria just rescheduled hers to be this month as well. So this is all very timely for everybody. There's a couple of things that you want to do to invite people. You can invite them via the phone. I recommend that if you are going to invite people via the phone, you already have an invitation in electronic format established. So I would actually do Facebook and Evite first. Set them up. If you do it right, you can make this very efficient. Make your Evite and then turn it into a Facebook event. I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. I've been in my Evite for a long time. See if that's the password. Sweet. All right. So you have your Evite. If you guys have never used Evite before, welcome to 2011. This is the internet. You should probably have seen this before. So go ahead and create an invitation. You have all of these fun themes on the side. You want to do something where everyone brings a healthy food, that's an option. The just basic ones, they have like different themes, like this one's all about wine tasting, or this one's whatever it is, jewelry. We got the first person to do network marketing via email, so there's a lot of possible things in here already. Because jewelry parties are, there's like Cookie Lee and Leah Sophia and all that. So there's probably something in here. There's a Pampered Chef one right here. For those people who don't know, those are all network marketing options. If you're going to do girls only, you can do a girls' night thing, whatever it is. So let's say that we're going to do Pampered Chef. They have good stuff. Pampered Chef, pretty sweet. So I would name it, our, what I like to name it, and this is really up to you guys, but something that seems really non-intrusive is Home Fitness Solutions and Shake Party. You can also call it Shake and Share, or Rachel's grand opening, or Victoria's first Shakeology party, something that makes it seem maybe like less scary for them, less salesy, because it seems like a little professional. Maybe it's too much. Something nice. You put all your information in here, and you decide when it's going to be. Apparently, I'm having it next Tuesday at 6. And you write your message in here. And they have an example in here of what you can put in your message, which is nice. There is this little business here. The Evite one? Yes, Evite one. Put some stuff here about sort of what the company is. I like to take something that's professional like this and add in my own stuff. So they're like, I'm so excited this became a Team Beachbody coach. I want you to celebrate with me and kick things off. That's where I might add in the extra, I need your help to practice. I want to get really good at this. I might throw in something about my story. Say, you guys all know that I've lost, this much weight, and I use this program, and now I have the chance to have, show other people the program, whatever. So I like the combination of taking something scripted so that it is nice, because some of us don't write very well. I am not a good writer, so I like to start with something professionally written, and then add my flair and my 48 exclamation points and smiley faces so people know that I wrote it, because I obviously have a style, and combine it. So you can take this, let's say, you put in what you're going to say, and you just drop it in, and your next step, you can preview it or whatever you want to do. You add your contacts. So you can do an import of everyone like in your email. And if you have Evite contacts, like I've used Evite a lot because I was in a business fraternity, so like we had to use it. So there's probably like thousands of them in there. Or you can add them manually if you have a list. So I'm just going to add my personal email right now so we don't have, actually, we're not here all day. So you add them to the guest list. And you can do like combination of all, and then you go to the next step, and you can say like, what are the different types of like things that you can, I don't know, they're funny. I think they're cute. Like, I would probably use that because I'm obsessed with emoticons. But you can do just different like types of theme, right? And you put a little picture about yourself, maybe your before and after. Some information about yourself. I have a profile already. I don't know why it's not in here, but you put that in there. And then you can set this up to do whatever you want to do here. You can, if you're letting kids come, kids can come. So you finish and send it, and it goes off to your people. And it takes you to this screen. Goes to Facebook. Okay? Goes to Facebook. And it's going to make this go to your Facebook. So you can actually do this. Oh, you can send a message if you want to send people on Facebook specifically a message, or you can just post it to your wall. So you can get the buzz started with starting with Evite first. So you've got people coming from Facebook, going to Evite. I'm not going to post this on Facebook because everyone's going to show up at my house on the 6th of October if I do that. But so that can be your first thing. Now, once you have this all set up, you have all the wording. You've got the picture. You know what you want to put on here. Then you just go and you make a Facebook event specifically. Okay? So Facebook event looks a little bit differently. I recommend that you make this from your fitness page, only for professionalism, not for any reason other than, it looks nice. So I will switch over to use my Facebook page as my page. We'll make an event. Go to events, create an event, add your photo. I think you guys saw the one that I used is like a bunch of logos or whatever. Put on all your information, drop your same information in there. Do not show your guest list on the event page. One of the wonderful things about being a Beachbody coach is that, again, it only costs $39.95 to become a Beachbody coach, which means anybody can do it, which means, unfortunately, we work with a lot of people that you wouldn't necessarily hire. They will come onto your events and friend your friends. And I got complaints about it, a lot of complaints. So I stopped showing it. So I unchecked this box. Also, I might not add a street address because it's my house. So I'll say my house, right? And I'll say, yes, RSVPs will be messaged. That way they know there's a reason why there's no email address, but they know it's at my place. And most people know I live in Lemon Grove, or in East County at least. They don't think I live at the beach or anything. They got a pretty good handle on where I live. So, and then I send out, you can send a message later. So once you create your event, you have your event here, and it looks like, oh, I have so many events. Oh my God. This one, right? So now you've got your party going here. Now you guys can see this guest list because I'm logged in, but you wouldn't otherwise see this. And you can, if you're using it as yourself, so you guys know that you can switch back and forth, right? You see it's with Amber. So if you're using it as yourself, you can now invite your friends. So you use it as yourself, even though your page made it, use it as yourself, you can invite your friends. I recommend that you put prospects on lists like this. Oh, the new automatic lists make you want to stab myself. So they're kind of messing up my stuff. But I used to have one up here that said, Meetup or Fit Club or whatever. And if I wanted to invite everyone in the team, I can invite everyone in the team to my event. Okay? So you invite everybody. When you do your invite, personal message. There's a personal message option here. I don't know why everyone doesn't use this. Just don't get it. I don't do it to you guys because I feel like I don't need to. You know what it is. Just come to it because I'm inviting you. But for people, I would sort of take a snippet of my party and just say maybe this part, And I would say something to where it makes it look like it's going to them, like, hey, hon, was throwing this party. I would spell it right. Wouldn't spell it like that. And thought of you. I know you. And then always wanted to try Shakeology, but didn't want to be forced out to work at something. I would make it to where it looks like it's to them, but it could go to anyone. And you submit. So when they get their invite, they also get this message. And it's very unusual for people to do this. This is a big deal. This is why I get a high number of attendees at events, or at least to come look at the event. So now you've got your Facebook invite. So now you've got your Evite, your Facebook invite. Now you are going to have people in the world who are on neither of these. And then you can just put together a nice email. So they have some wording for that as well. Keep it short. Keep it short and don't put attachments. Okay, so I can tell you anything about getting people to open an email. I do teach email marketing for a living, and I'm telling you, important subject line. You can actually write in there, hey, I need your help. Please open this. And then they open it. You can write something compelling to open it. Don't tell them it's a party for Beachbody in the subject line. And then put in here short information. Bold this stuff. And if there's anything about free, bring a friend, or raffle prizes, bold it. They see it because people don't care. They're going to skim it. They're going to skim it for 2 seconds, and they're going to move on to their life. And either they care or they don't. So people are either going to reply to your email or not. So what you do is you keep track of everyone that replied through Evite, Facebook, and your email, and then you can do a follow-up call with them. I think it says something about that in here. No, it doesn't. I'll say it here. This is where I think the phone call comes in. This is where what I think, because if people are online people, then they're going to RSVP online. And if they don't say anything to you, then that's when you start calling. Because I feel like it's really good to start a call saying, hey, I sent you this email. I know a lot of people, it went into their junk mail, so I just wanted to let you know because I personally wanted you there, like you're important. So some of the people that didn't get my email, like whatever. But for you, I wanted to give you a call. So you give them a call and say, hey, did you get it? Whatever, you talk to them about it, and they'll probably be like, oh, yeah, I saw it. I didn't really know what you were doing. I didn't get it. It makes sense. I'm busy, whatever. Keep track of what they said, and you can be like, oh, okay, well, I can send you specific information, or, hey, you want me to text it to you? Whatever. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, adjust whatever you need to do. So here we go. They have the message, etc. They're all ready to go. So now you've got your invites going. You've followed up with people right before. You've put a little quick thing, hey, I'm excited to see you guys all tomorrow. Hey, looking forward to seeing so-and-so and so-and-so. Maybe call them out specifically so that like they know that you're like counting on them coming on your Facebook or something like that. And then you have to get ready for the party while it's still happening. So what you need is either your TV and DVD player or your laptop. Like if you're not doing it at home, then I don't know, if we were going to do it at Fit Club or something, then you would use the projector. So you need something to play the video through, and you're going to use one of the videos. Now, you can have a DVD. All of you guys that are local should have a DVD from me that I gave you when you came on the team. If you don't, then they're all in your back office. There's a whole video library back there. There's no reason why you can't have a video. So in that case, you would want to have your laptop because you need the internet. Otherwise, if it's on a physical DVD, then you can put it on there. So I recommend having a laptop going with just like the ability to sign up for a free Beachbody account right there. And then I also have a copy of the sign-up screen. This is actually something Ileana did for me, or did that I thought was really cool, is you guys know I have like the automatic link to my sign-up page all over Facebook. I think it's this one. Come on. Yeah, okay. So this link is like my exact link to go right to the free page. So you guys see like it's the sign up free, the free link, and then my rep ID. So like if you go to this page, here, I'll use Chrome so we don't stay here for 3 hours. Ileana actually had a really good idea. She just prints this. She printed this page to PDF. Oh damn, that's not a good sign. Free. Oh, I'm logged in. Damn it. Sorry, kids. Do it over here. Probably log in this one too. Probably someone else's account, Cher's account's going to pop up or something. We'll see. Okay. So she had this like genius idea of just print this out, print this page. So you can print this to PDF. I don't know if you guys know that this is a possible function of your computers. Not everyone knows that you can do this, which is why I send everything in PDF. You can print things to PDFs, and it turns into a document, and you can just print it out later, or you can email it around, etc. So it says on here, you know, our records will show that your coach will be Amber Scott. They give you all this information. So I have the laptop up, people who are more laptop-ish, and then have a stack of these printed next to it, because it comes with all this information and on it already. And they can even like check, like, yes, I want to upgrade, whatever, because you get everything that you need to make them an account. So it's pretty sweet. Just use this sheet. You get everything you need. You're not going to forget to get something, whatever. So you have that, and you have your laptop open so people can sign up for free accounts. You want to have some music playing. You know, I don't know, like a lot of people have cable. You just throw on one of those cable music channels or the radio or Pandora or whatever you feel like. Something not, you know, obnoxious. Your blender, your cups, I recommend using small cups. If you can get the bathroom cups that are plastic, that's money because they're little. They're like the size of Dixie cups, but they look nice and they're solid. They don't get all gross like the paper ones do. So they look really full. You don't have to make a lot of Shakeology because they're so little, but they look nice. I think they have them at Spartan Final. There's one in Lemon Grove, but I'm pretty sure they have them there. Your Shakeology bags, 2 big bags sitting out where people can see them. You can have packets lying about, like among other things, that's fine, but make sure that the big bags are out so they see how much they get. And ice. Yeah, everyone knows that ice is better in your Shakeology, so make it with ice. And then pick your recipes in advance. So the really popular ones, peanut butter, banana, and then anything with mango, orange juice, pineapple juice, anything like that goes amazing in the greenberry with pretty much any other fruit. So you could take orange juice and strawberries, or mango strawberry, pineapple strawberry. Something about that citrus really, really makes a huge difference. And it just, I don't know, it adds something to that greenberry. So make sure you choose your recipes in advance and start cutting up your fruit. Get it all ready. Cut the tops off the strawberries, cut the mango already. You want to make sure that you don't have to do any work in front of them because you need this to look like it is so easy. If you turn it into a production, they're going to be like, oh, that's not easier than making breakfast. Oh, sorry, I just said stuck on a training video. Now I said it twice. Okay, so you want to make sure that it seems really simple. There's a little note here. It says you can ask friends and family to bring extra ingredients. One of the best ways to get people to show up is ask them to bring something because they know you're counting on them. So you can ask people who you think might be really, really good candidates to, hey, can you bring a little bit of ice, or will you bring napkins, or I don't care what you're asking to bring, something so that they feel like they need to come because they won't let you down. They won't bail because you're not going to have any ice or you're not going to have any strawberries or something. So pick somebody that you really want there to help bring you something. I don't do this, and it might be just because my target audience tends to be women who are trying to lose weight. If I have, men at my events, I might do more of the performance bars, but I don't really think that girls who are trying to lose weight should necessarily be eating them. So I don't advertise them, but that's your call depending on your audience. Napkins, tablecloth, whatever, chairs. You guys aren't idiots, you know how to set up a party. And then I do recommend that you go onto the Shakeology site, or Facebook, and look up some of the recipes for like the peanut butter balls and the chocolate ones with the nuts and the cookies, and you make some of these other items that maybe people aren't really shake people, but you give them like a really good dessert, and they'll be stoked. That really, really went over well at Colleen's party when I was up in Seattle. So I recommend that. You can make mint in there. You can like make mint chocolate ones, and there's a lot of good recipes. So I recommend investing a little bit in advance and making those the day before. Some of the things that they say that you should have out, I don't think that you need all of this stuff. I think it's great if you can put out your workout programs you own. If you know someone who has a diamond pack, tell them to bring it over. Between this whole team, I'm sure we have every program, so we could all get together and make that happen for you if you're local. If not, you put out the programs you do have and then put out like brochures and stuff for the other ones. I would recommend putting out some packets. People like to touch stuff. Recipe cards are good. The trifold is really good. And then I save all my calendars from the Home Direct, and I set those out too because people like to pick them up and look at recipes and see, oh, look at all the stuff you can do with it. 60 recipes on the calendar, and the calendars are different. If you guys have been on Home Direct for a while and you've like started and stopped it, the calendars change probably every quarter. So there's actually like 3 or 4 of them out there now that you can leave out. So put it all out, all nice. The one thing I do think is good is the Advice of the 100 Doctors CD, because that is something that you can put in their hand that they can give to someone else. Because you're going to tell them everything they need to know about Shakeology while they're there, but they might go home really excited, and they're not going to be able to summarize it. I mean, we're barely able to say it right. You know, like we need a video. How do you think they're going to do? So giving them something that they can give to somebody else that explains all the benefits is pretty big. And the 100 Doctor CDs are not that expensive for a lot. And I have some if you guys need them. I think I gave everybody a couple with their welcome pack. And then this optional piece about Fit Club flyers, I'm a huge fan because, you know, I run a Fit Club, so there's that. If you don't run a Fit Club, you don't have to do that. But if you want to send them to mine or you want to send them to someone, one in your area, because there are Fit Clubs everywhere now, you can do that. So this is our little thing. Doing the setup, greeting people. I try to greet every single person individually, and then like I leave them with someone else to talk to. Because once there's two people in the room, like you can leave them together and greet the next person and be like, greet them by name, thank you for coming, like, oh, I'm so glad you made it, like I wasn't like, you know, stoked you were here, you know, make it seem like, oh, well, you're the one person I wanted to show up, you know. I want to be at all of your parties, whether it be via Skype or in person, just because it's very helpful to have someone who's done this before be there for you if you get caught in something. It also makes it seem like a little bit more credible. Then you do the solutions video. That's your choice. Everyone's got their own video that speaks to them. I have a specific video that I think speaks to why I am doing it, and I think that everyone should find their own. If you don't feel like finding your own, then go ahead and use that one. It's a great video. It won't hurt. Do your Shakeology sampling, and then while they're drinking the Shakeology, or actually while you're making the Shakeology, have them be watching the Shakeology video. Because I like it. They start to get a little restless, so I like to, like, right as soon as they're like bored out of their minds from watching videos that they're like, what is happening? You're handing them something. I don't like to hand them something and get them excited and set them back down and make them watch another video. No, get them all like seated, video watching. Bring them over to the kitchen, get them up, get them moving, and then go ahead and give them the Shakeology and put out the treats and explain what they are and how you make them. And then just like get them talking. Like I turned around, I think, to Emily, who ended up actually on Colleen's team, not ours, but good friend of mine. She was at the party 2 weeks ago, and I turned around and I was like, so what do you think? And I was like, you didn't expect that, did you? And she was like, nope. Oh, no, it wasn't Emily, it was Michelle. Anyway. And, you know, I start talking to them. And you want to ask questions that are really leading. Like, well, what do you like best? Don't you think that this combination is awesome? Like, isn't that mint chocolate really good? Don't ask them, what do you think? Ask them something. They have to say something positive about it. That way everyone in the room is listening to other people talk positively about the product that they're trying. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, I guess it is really good. Maybe they don't even think that, but, you know, group mentality. And then I like to just reiterate my story a little bit. So I may have explained to them before we watched the video, like all about what Shakeology has done for me, what Beachbody has done for me, and the programs that I've used. And then I like to like bring it back and be like, yeah, see, this is why I was able to lose so much weight, because it tastes awesome. And people are at this point, you know, picking up the videos and they're playing with stuff and they're touching all your stuff, and you can sort of see who's doing what, and you can jump in and say, oh yeah, like that one you're holding, that's the one my boyfriend did, and he lost all this weight, or, oh man, that one's really hard, like, we did that in Fit Club, it was crazy, and just, like, get one-on-one with them. And then I end with a raffle. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. And there's a script in here if you want to read it. I recommend reading it, but making it your own. I really am not a fan of scripts, because as soon as you sound scripted, people don't believe you anymore, you know? So my last thing I do is I have everyone, well, I guess I have them fill it out when they get there, but either way, have them fill this out. Oh, crap. What I want to do. I have this document, and this can be, you just customize this to yourself. What I do is I do the raffle ticket down here. I ask them to tear this off and take this with them. And I ask them to post this somewhere. So maybe you don't offer a Fit Club, but maybe you have something else. Maybe you just put free coaching, and you ask them to post the top somewhere. So I use this. I have them fill out their name, their phone number, their information for their email, and ask what they'd like information about. So, you know, we have a healthy eating group on Facebook. A lot of people like to be in that. I add people from these surveys all the time. If they want more information on workouts, coaches, whatever. So you get their information, and you can sort of classify them in your leads about, like, what do they care about. I have considered adding another line saying, like, what's your biggest fitness goal? So you have a little tidbit of information about them, because sometimes the groups get too big to ask everybody individually. So make some sort of raffle. I give away a shaker and a packet of Shakeology. Like, we're not breaking the bank, but you've basically got everyone's information there and some information about them and some advertising, because I asked them to go give this to somebody or put it up. So in theory, you know, maybe 1 out of 10 people is actually going to hand it to somebody, but that's one person they would not have otherwise got to talk to. So I do a raffle, and then I just sort of let people mingle. I try not to force them out. I might turn the music back on, and I ask people if they want more. I will enjoy some Shakeology as well, so that they continue. I do drink it, you know. What does the little script say? We should end with. See if I agree with it. I didn't get to the end of this. Thanking everyone for coming, absolutely. You know their time is important. Like, thank you so much for coming out. I know we are all super busy. We've all got kids and lives, and I hope I'm not keeping you from anything. I appreciate your support. You guys have no idea how helpful this was for me to be able to do this, like, with people that I trust and I'm comfortable with, and you guys are really helping my business, you know, by having me practice and all of that. I'm probably going to friend you on Facebook. If you're not already friends on Facebook, you know, whatever. There are strangers there. The last one I did was completely strangers. I didn't know anyone, so I definitely was like, I'm going to friend you all on Facebook, so they knew my Facebook request was coming. They wouldn't be like, who's this creeper? And then just let them know that you're going to be following up with them and that you're there if you need any more information, and just try to, like, stay there as long as you need. And, like, if you notice people are talking to each other, try to overhear the conversations and get them excited. You can print out order forms and coach signups. So I have this page 2, I believe, but there's a whole one. I have it separately because something. So I actually have these printed out. There's the whole page 1 is all the documents, and then I actually wrote on this, scanned it, saved it as a PDF, so that when I print them out, they're already filled out all the time, and stapled them together. If people want to order something right then and there, they can do that. And then I have the coach application exactly the same way. I actually wrote on it, scanned it in, because you have to sign them and put all this information in. So if people want this, they can take it with them, or they can fill it out right then and there, and there's nothing that you really have to do. You just give them the second page. So have this sort of thing thought out. Make a list in advance of all the things that you want to have sitting out, the bullet points that you want to cover. Make a list of the things that you want to say when you're sharing your story. A lot of times, we don't share our stories very well because we didn't practice them. So I am going to give you guys a piece of homework for the next assignment. I have this sheet, and I'm trying to get a blank one from Coach Relations because I can't find one. But it's basically a sharing your success story worksheet where you go through and you practice your story. And you say, okay, you take one chunk from each of these. Okay, so before I use Beachbody products, either you weighed a certain amount and you were a certain size, or you felt a certain way, or your energy was what. So I might say, before I used Beachbody products, I felt overwhelmed by my weight. Like it was, you know, insurmountable. Like I would never be able to do anything about it, and I didn't even want to try. Then I started working with Turbo Jam, because I sold in this, obviously, and I started drinking Shakeology at least 5 days a week, this is my story, so I didn't take it every day back then. And now, you know, I feel more confident, stronger, and happier, and my energy is through the roof. So you don't pick all of them. You don't read them this whole spiel. But what you do is you find out what actually sticks with you, and you practice the story. You practice it, and you practice it so it comes out every time you don't miss anything. So if you think you might miss something, maybe you'll make some bullet points of what you want to say. Maybe you'll have a note card or something. It's okay to look at your note card. You're a human being. They know this is the first time you've done this. And, really know what it is that you're trying to say. What do you want these people to leave here knowing about you and about your story? So say it and practice it. Don't practice it to where you have a script, but say it enough to where it comes out naturally and it's true and it works for you. So I do recommend that you do that. I'm working on getting you that sheet. I emailed Coach Relations today. It's from the old game plan, and since the game plan changed this year, I don't know if we'll be able to get it, but I mean, I don't mind sending you guys this one. It's just awkward. It's already filled out. I want you guys to have your own story, so we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. See, that's pretty much it. I do all my follow-up. When I do events, like the old event was it here? I'll show you what the old event looked like and like what I did afterwards. If you guys know this, so I get invited to a lot of events. Bear with me one second. Like, I popped on here and just said, like, so awesome meeting everyone tonight. I hope everyone's excited about their business and their fitness or both or whatever. And look, I got people to like it. Like, it's over. But I just thought, hey, let me just make that one last connection. Now they may have not wanted to friend me on Facebook before, but now, like, I'm making some sort of, like, they know me and they can see my profile and they can happy, whatever. So I like to do a little bit of follow-up that way. And then individual follow-up. I friend every person on Facebook. I have my sheet from the last party I did actually sitting right here in my pile. So I just went like this. I typed in and found people. So this is her. They gave me their email address on the raffle ticket. I found her, added as a friend. Now, she actually didn't accept my friend request. That happens. So she did like my fan page. Because what I do is I add a friend and I send a message. And the message always looks like, I don't have it open, but it usually looks like, hey, this is Amber from the Shakeology party. Thank you so much. Like, I had so much fun. It was cool to meet you. You can follow my fitness page over here, and like, just thanks or whatever. Talk to you soon. And that way, even if they don't want to be friends with me because we just met and maybe they're not comfortable letting me into their life, I'm giving them my fitness page so they still have a way to connect with me, regardless of them accepting my request. So that's my follow-up that I do, and then, I mean, from there it just sort of happens. I feel like you guys can probably take it from there. You'll get a good feeling for it, and if you practice them long enough, you're really good at it. So that was a lot of talking. I'm going to unmute you, Rachel. Do you have any questions? All right.
Okay.
So you were the one that asked this question, right? Originally?
Yeah, about actually how running it, and I like the time slot that's given. I didn't notice it in the reference materials before.
Yeah, it's helpful. It's helpful. It's really scripted, so you have to kind of mess with it, but it is really good reference material just to be like, okay, well, here's ideally what it would look like. Okay, good,
And that's I just want to set it up so that people, exactly what you said, come to try it, not like, oh, I'm going to high pressure you into joining as a coach right there or anything. Just come and taste it and check it out.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I feel like, I've never had a party where I felt like people left with bad taste in their mouth or pressured. I mean, you guys have all been a fit club. I don't do pressure. And like I've never really recruited a coach until Jessica. I reached out to Jessica. She's the first coach I've ever recruited actively because I don't do sales so much. I just knew she'd be such a good fit for our team. I had to ask her. But you guys all pretty much came to me, and it definitely, I think maybe my business might grow more slowly than some people, but I feel like people are comfortable with me, and I want people to be comfortable with all of you.
For sure.
So do you remember how to get through this paper?
Yes.
Not that you can just, watch the video, but.
Yeah, and now I'm excited to kind of get a couple parties going next month.
definitely. Yeah, it's cool. And I'm like, you can always do fun theme ones. Like, you can do a Halloween one. You can do a healthy potluck one. Thanksgiving. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's so many holidays and stuff that we do that it's like, why not? Like, we can always do a fun theme about it. People love to do little parties and stuff, and I don't know. I think it's cool.
That's a good idea. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, normally I would have you check in with a group, but you and I checked in already, and there's no group. So I will let you go unless you have any other questions.
No, I'll get to work on everything else, the homework for the week.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
And thank you.
If I can get a copy of that one PDF thing, I'll send it over. Otherwise, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But
okay.
yeah, awesome. Great night. Thanks for coming in the call.
Thank you, too.
All right, bye, honey.
Okay, bye.